Today we're going to be changing the CV axles on the 2013 Subaru Crosstrek with 78,000 miles. So what the problem is, every time you do a sharp turn, the CV axle, I think one of the bearings in the CV axle is broke or cracked in half. So it's this side, it's passenger side, so I'm just going to go ahead and swap out both sides with some NAPA axles. And I'm not going to replace it with the Subaru axles because they only lasted 78,000 miles, and hopefully these will last longer. These have a lifetime warranty. They are made in China. I don't like that, but they have a lifetime warranty, so we'll see how this works. Alright, so the first thing we need to do is take a marker and mark the location of this so we don't have to get a alignment again, and then we have to remove the ABS brake and the brake line over here. So I took a marker and I marked this top bolt so you don't have to get another alignment. Bottom bolt is not necessary. Alright, next thing is to get a flathead that fits into this little thing right here, and then knock out this, flatten it out. Alright, so I took out the ABS sensor with a 10mm, and I had to use a flathead to pry this out just a little bit, and I'm going to put this up somewhere it doesn't get messed up out of the way. And next we're going to take the brake line off and hang that somewhere. So this is a 12mm, and I'm taking off the brake line over here. This is all 19mm. 32mm. Not sure if this is the best way to do this, but let's see. Alright, that's pretty loose. I had taken these bolts out up on the strut. Alright, so I got the CV axle out of the hub down here, and it wasn't in there that hard, so I'm going to try to align this up straight and pull straight out. Well, it came out. That's pretty easy. So this is more zoomed in so you can see the differences. If you look, this is the old one, the green. This is curved. This is flat. This all looks the same, however the splines come down just a hair further on the new one. This looks the same. If you come down here, the CV boot is different. This seems a little more flexible than whatever this is. Okay, on this part here, the old one, this is skinnier, this is thicker. All right, and down here, let's see, let's line them up exact. All right, the boot itself comes out further on the NAPA version compared to the Subaru version. And down here at the ends, if you look at the splines are about, I'm going to say, half an inch or a little bit less than half an inch longer on the NAPA version compared to the Subaru version. Okay, so installation should be reverse of what we just did, hopefully. I don't think it makes a difference if you crawl up under there or not, because you can't see anything. Alright, so I just kept turning it just a hair, and then pushing, and then it kind of gently went in there, so it wasn't like you force it in there or nothing. So I'm gonna just go back under here and see if I can see. Yeah, there's a seal up under there. Just try not to get the seal. And we're gonna say that's in there. All right, so you're gonna take this and put it down into the hub. Then again, you gotta feel it. Go in there. Okay. It's in there. Here we go. Yep. Alright, so if you forgot which was top and bottom, the one that you marked with the alignment mark, that's the top. Alright, so I lined up this top nut back to where the alignment mark is, and I'm going to put the wrench on this side and zip this one in. Hopefully we don't have to get an alignment, but we'll see. Okay. Alright, now you put the brake line and then the ABS back, and that is 12 millimeter for the brake line and I believe 10 millimeter for the ABS. And then you're going to have to put more brake fluid in because a lot of that came out. Alright, so now you take the new axle nut that came with the new axle. Put this on. And put it on. And then you're going to take the hammer and you're going to collapse this compression ring right there. Okay, that's on there really good. So, a couple of notes we're finishing up here. On the other side, I would prefer to use a punch to collapse this compression ring right here instead of a flathead, because when I use a flathead it cut the metal. I don't like that. The other thing, you're going to have to bleed the brakes if you remove your brake line. I don't really see how you can do this without removing your brake line. And the other thing, on the driver's side, this was twice as hard to remove as the other side. It required a lot more force to remove everything. We swapped out both of the axles and bled the brakes afterwards and drove it around the block a couple of miles and took it down here off-road a little bit, and everything seems to be fine. Every time you do a tight corner, there's no more of that clunking noise. So I think replacing both of the CB axles solved the problem, and it was really not that difficult to change if you have all the tools to start out with, so it was not that difficult.